Good morning. Welcome back to the Retirement Report. I'm Hank Parrott, your host. Been talking about the markets quite a bit today. The coronavirus, the effect there. One of the things with coronavirus isn't so much I know everyone's a little concerned about health issues and that kind of thing, but hopefully that not as much so as we've talked about the differences. Something to keep in mind, of course, though, is more about the economic impact. And here's some things that go with that, which is where the diversification, by the way, in your portfolio is so important, making sure you're properly diversified. Some of the large companies like a Microsoft or Apple, they of course have a lot of international exposure, and of course China being part of that. Let's look at, if we look at China's impact, this was something again from Virtue Capital that I found to be really helpful and for perspective. Back in SARS, which they talk about the impact, well, back in 2002, at that time, if you look at China then versus today, back in 2003, for instance, or 2002 and 3, China's importance there, when you look at crude oil consumption, crude steel consumption, copper consumption, aluminum, nickel, zinc, semiconductor sales. In semiconductor sales back in 03, there was like 5% was China, what China represented. Today, it's 35%, 7 times as much. Smartphone sales was 11%, now 29, almost 3 times as much. Personal computer sales was 2.4, now 20, almost 10 times as much. Passenger car sales was 7, now 34, again, almost 5 times as much. So we see that China, in terms of how they fit into the supply chain, has increased dramatically over the last 15 years. This is an area, and we've been listening about pharmaceuticals coming out of different companies. We're out. All right, we're going to have to go. Join me here. I hope this has been helpful for you this week, and you'll join me here each and every week on the Retirement Report.